Epic has just added the skilled interaction device, aka being able to create your own little mini games like lockpicking, skill-based, quick time events, really anything you want. So it's pretty cool. And in this video, I'm gonna show you how to set it all up. So let's not waste any more time. Now here I am in a blank UEFN project, definitely the same project I did my conversation tutorial in. But anyways, so what we want to do first is to actually get this skilled interaction device. And remember, this device is available in 1.0 too, so you can actually use it with the 1.0. If I go into my controller, if I go into Fortnite, I'm gonna search up skilled, and here it is, skilled interaction. What we can do with this is really cool. Now this device supports a lot of different kinds of like mini games or like, you know, different kinds of things. So in the UI type, there's a few different kinds of UI. There's circular, pulsing, and bar. Circular is like a circle, pulsing is like this thing that goes up and down, and then a bar is like there's a line on a bar, and you can do vertical or horizontal for the bar. I'll show you all what all these look like in a minute. You do starts enabled, you do header text, we can do, let's say, lockpick. We're gonna make a lockpick, and it's gonna be like, can you crack it? And we do text position, we can do top, left, bottom, left, or right. We'll do top. We can also use a custom widget. Use screen anchor. We can anchor it to any part of the screen. I might anchor it to center of the screen for now. You can change it to top, left, or wherever you want. Then you can do placement horizontal, placement vertical from where your screen anchor is. Background color, which is going to be a background color. Remember, you can make it opacity. You can make it like have opacity if you move this bar down here. You can also change this bar right here, which is the background opacity. Background corners type. You make it square around. I keep it round. We can hide the rest of the HUD if you're using it, or not. And you can also interaction levels. So if you're about to interact with the thing, you can do like lockpick or something like that. Then in here, the interaction type, we can do normal or charge and release. So basically, I'll show you the difference between these as well. So normal would just be clicking something, and then charge and release would be like, let's say if you're playing a little golf mini game, you need to charge the button up to a certain point and then press it when at the perfect point. You're in the sweet spot or something like that. Position zone randomly in the device. There's a zone. For example, again with the golf example, you can have like a little perfect zone, which is where, like, you know, you get the perfect score, and in there, position zone randomly will just position the zone randomly anywhere inside of the thing you're hitting, or you can set it so it's in a certain place. Perfect input behavior. This is when if you hit the perfect thing, not in the success but the perfect area, you can do instant success, cancel to, or no special behavior. Speed up on subsequent interacts means depending on how much you want to speed it up. Let's say if you're doing you know, like a lockpick and you have to spin something, or there's something moving, you have to hit it. You can move faster as you succeed, so on and so forth. You can also shrink the zones as well, so you make the perfect zone and the success zone smaller and smaller as each attempt goes as well if you want. Now success target is like, let's say if there's like let's say if you're lockpicking, you might have to do like, get the 3 number combination, so you might do 3. So you do 1 lockpick, another lockpick, and the last lockpick, which is the hardest if you're scaling it with this. So successes is basically on the screen, it's going to be a little counter that like has a little circle and it shows how many successes you got. So we're doing a lockpick, so we'll do key. So we'll do this little icon right here, key, and then we can do like, you know, success counter color. We'll do like yellow. We can do a failure limit, so you can only have this many failures. You can also show the failures on the screen. Let's say if you only have 3 chances, fail icon, you can do red, you can do X, and make it like a red X that, like, you know, you failed or something. You can also do clear successes and fail, which is if you fail, you lose all of your successes. So let's say you need 3 successes to win up here. If I fail, I lose my count, and I go, and you know, I go back to failure limit 1. And you can also log out if you fail for a short period of time. Then the meter, this is the thing that's going to be on. You can change the thickness of it. You can set the custom size of it. Movement type will be, you know, linear, ping pong, or wiggle. You can change the movement speed. You can change the meter color, which is like the background of it. So I might make it like a white, like a brown, that kind of color. Then we can make the scrubber color something like this, because it's like a lockpick. Then we can make the zones, and then we have a good zone, which is going to be, you know, where it is. You can change the position of the good zone. Perfect zone size, you can make it like how big this perfect zone is, and size of that. And remember, up here you can change the shrink zones and the good zones. So the good zone, we might do to succeed, it might be like, you know, blue, green, and then the perfect zone can be like purple or something, you know what I mean? And then interactive time limit, you can add a timer, so they can only lockpick for maybe like 30 seconds before, like, you know, what breaks. You can also show the timer, change this timer position on the top or bottom, timer color, size, and the timer background image, which is transparent, opaque, or none. You can also change the teams in it. You can also change the sound of every single thing. So you can do like different sounds like here. So it should be pretty cool. You also change the looping audio pitch multiplier. And then what you can also do is begin interaction for indicator and interaction for indicator. To do this, let's say if I have a door, I'll get a chest. I'll get a chest. Why not? Why not? So here's a chest for an example. This is gonna be our chest, and we're gonna add a button on top of the chest. So this is a lockpick. We're gonna be, making a lockpick. So put it right there. Introduction test will be lockpick, and then in this device, what we do is we can make it so begin interaction for instigator when the button is pressed on interact. Do interact time as 2, and then we'll do interaction radius this, visual turn game off. Now if you go up to this chest, you can now lockpick it. And now if you look inside of our our events, you can now do on success, on fail, on bad input, on good input, and on perfect input. So you can detect on everything, and also on interrupted too, which is really cool. So you can give players like special items or something if they get the perfect inputs, or like what I mean, or on success or on fail. How it goes. Now I want to guess on success is only after you reach if you do all 3 of the things. That's when you get that. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get an item granter. And let's say once you finish the lockpicking, you unlock get your reward. So you get some gold, 500 gold. Then what we can do is triggering player will be the only receiving player. In here then, or in this, we're going to do grant. We're going to grab our skill direction device, and we're going to do on success. So this is only one mini game. I'm going to make another one for over here. We're going to make a new one, which is going to be a pulsing bar or bar, and we're going to do, I think for this is not going to be a lockpick. This is going to be something else. This might be like a timing challenge or something like that. Like hit the middle to win. There we go. And then what we can do is we do pulsing and bar. I think I might do bar, and we're gonna do pulsing for this one, and then we're gonna do. So I'm just gonna make these check marks instead of keys because it's not a lockpick, and then I'm gonna make it so meter thickness is like this. I might do maybe like a movement type would be ping pong. I think we're gonna do bar. Then on interaction type, I might do normal. Again with the lockpick, I might also just do normal too. What about that? So I might do charge and release. We're gonna do charge and release of this. We're going to pin it to the center of the thing. Some of this might actually do center too. And then that should be good. That'll be the other one. And we're going to add another button for that right here. We're gonna begin this on this button. Should be good. That should be pretty good. Then yeah, so this will begin the bar one. This will be bar challenge. And then we'll do one last one for pulsing, which is gonna be do pulsing. I think that's a big circle that goes in, I remember. So I might do meter thickness big. Then we'll do whatever, you know how it goes. Interaction time limit, who cares? I'll do. This will be pulse challenge, or skill interaction challenge. There we go. Boom. So finally I can actually go in game, but as you can see, I've made 3 different lockpicks, and these are going to be for the different movement types. So there's ping pong, there's linear, and there's wiggle. So I'm going to start with ping pong first. So if you click onto this, you're going to see the new UI, okay? And you're going to see there's some the UI is going back and forth. As you can see, we have 3 keys, 3 errors, as you know how it works, how we set it up. So what we need to do is we press E when it hits the green or the perfect. So see? That's one success, and that's the instant success. It's because when I hit my perfect zone, and I can also reduce the size of the perfect zone so it's a lot smaller. I then can find perfect input behavior, and in here I can change it so right now it's instant success, so that's why it instantly ended. But you can make it so it counts for 2, or you can just make it have no special behavior, and then use this channel or something down here for perfect input to do something. Then, so that's basically what it means. Then now as you can see, it's a lot smaller. And if I need to hit it more accurately if I want to get it. There we go, got it. So yeah, remember it counts for 2, and I was at 1 already, so that was 3. If I do it again and I get it perfectly, see it counts for 2. And if you see the movement bar thing that I need to perfectly time it, right now it's in ping pong mode, as you can see, so it's going forward and back. Then in the linear version, it'll move slightly differently, where it's gonna always just move in a circle. And then finally, wiggle is the most erratic one, where it starts to It's a lot more unpredictable. There we go, got it. And remember, okay, in the wiggle, if I use wiggle, I can change the wiggle time minimum and wiggle time maximum. So I wanted to make it like 0.1 if I wanted to. I can also change the movement speed, so I make it super fast. Let's see what max looks like. Oh, would you look at that? So it's moving. I think I made it too fast. It's too crazy. But yeah, as you can see, if I get 3 errors, it's gonna, you know, cancel. You can also exit it if I press escape like this. You see my HUD goes away, but remember there's an option called hide HUD in UI. So you can turn that off or on if you want, if you don't want the HUD to disappear when you're in the background, when you're doing these little mini games. Then that's a little cool lockpicking mini game. But if you go over here, I also have this bar challenge I made. Let's see what it looks like. Okay. That's a bit tiny. It's also super easy. This is hold to release on, so I just have to hold it. It's not that hard at all. So if I go over here, I'm gonna make the bar, make it horizontal or vertical. I'm gonna make it horizontal, and I'm gonna make it so it's the length. Let's find it down here. Meter custom width. I'm gonna make it so it's this long. No, that's the width actually. I'm gonna make it pretty wide. So it should be pretty good. Then I'm gonna add in the option to randomize. There's the option for good zone size. I'm gonna make it a lot smaller. I can also randomize the position of this, and perfect zone is gonna be a lot smaller as well under here. Then what I can do is, remember, I can change the timer and everything. It's a very customizable. It's really cool. The max success target you can have is 5. And you can also speed it up on subsequent interact. So I'm gonna speed it up. I'm guessing that's a speed, so I might go 30% faster or something like that. Shrink zones as well. Let's see how that goes. And I'll make these bigger if it's gonna shrink. Then here it is. If I hold E on it, it should look better. Oh, like that. Look at that. So this is hold and release. So I gotta hold E, and that's gonna, like, you know, make it go back and forth. And just release it. There we go. Got it. That's easy. As you can see, it's getting smaller and smaller each time because I have that setting, and it's getting faster and faster. Come on. Easy peasy. So we got in the lockpick thing, which is a circle. We got on the bar, but there's one more called pulse. And this is the pulse. It's like this, where you need to. Ooh. Now, if you see, the thing, like, I have to hold the button to go in like this. That makes sense? This is because I have the interaction type charge and release on. If I change it to normal, and now if I click the button for pulse, you're gonna see it's not gonna be like it's gonna be like the lockpick where it goes back and forth. And again, you can change this to wiggle, linear, or ping pong, or probably like. So this is basically the skilled interactive device. You know, pretty much it. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Remember to like, subscribe, use my code in the farm shop, and thank you to all of our members of the channel. And watch all of these videos for more of my content. That's about it. I'll see you all around.